Okay. So in the last class, we was discussing about electrons and holes. How the electron hole pair it will be generated in the silicon, or generally it is in the semiconducting material. Anyone, can you summarize what are the informations we was recollected in the last class with respect to only electrons and holes? With respect to electrons and holes.
Electrons are negatively charged, the holes are positively charged, and
Okay.
holes are created by displacement of electrons from one place to another when it
Okay.
left behind a holes, which is a positively charged. That's also
Okay, that vacancy you called as an positively charged.
positively charged.
Will you elaborate little bit why that vacancy you treated as an positive charge carrier?
Because of electron density will be less. No, sir.
Electron?
Density will be less than most.
Electron density will be
And
less.
ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್
Okay.
ಆಗಿರೋ ಬದಲು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆದಾಗ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
Okay, neutral means there is no charge actually. You
equal
can't
number
tell
of
it is a neutral.
equal number of positive and electrons will be there where displacement because of shifting of electron the holes will be get positively charged total.
Okay, for understanding that concept, I was given you one example, golf. So the golf game. Okay, how the ball and moving, and while moving, how it will be occupying in the wall. Okay, that example we was taken for understanding why the wall is always attract the electron. Okay, this is fine. Now can you tell me the definition, the proper definition of an electron hole pair? The electron hole pair we called as an EHP, electron hole pair. If the conduction band electron and the hole are created by the excitation of a valency band electron to the conduction band, they are called an electron hole pair. I will repeat the definition once again. Please listen very carefully. If the conduction band electron and the hole are created by the excitation of a valence band electron to the conduction band, they are called an electron hole pair. Now can you tell me this statement meaning? What you understood by these two lines? If you want, I will repeat the statement once again. If the conduction band electron and the hole are created by the excitation of a valence band electron to the conduction band, they are called an electron hole pair. Anyone, will you tell me the meaning of these two lines?
We are imposing some force and we are exciting it to the something
Okay,
electrons.
force means in terms of what? Be specific little.
It can be of any of sir like
Your answer is correct, but be specific. Yeah.
dopant like that sir something.
No. Actually, here we not entering to the extrinsic part. Even intrinsic and extrinsic is also there in your syllabus.
Sir,
That
potential.
time, yeah, potential.
Yes.
How we are giving the additional potential to that? Initially, it
Energy,
have
sir.
energy in terms of
By
what?
temperature.
Temperature. Okay, while changing the temperature, you are giving the additional kinetic energy to the electron. Those electrons are there in the valency
Energy,
band.
sir.
Yes,
Heat
exactly.
band which
Energy.
migrates or to the heat conduction or band due to this creates holes in the valence band.
Yes, exactly. Correct. Once the additional energy gained by the valence band electron, automatically it will be start moving from valency band to conduction band. When we, how many electrons it will be moving from valency band to conduction band, that many numbers of an vacancy is created in the valency band. Number of vacancy it will be created in the valency band. Okay, that vacancy we are treated as an hole, and finally in such a way that we are going to generate the electron hole pair. Electron hole pair. Along with this definition, actually I was shown you one diagram in the last class. Correct. So how this the second diagram, what the information we can get from the second diagram? You are providing the additional energy to the valency band electrons, correct? So how much how much energy we needed to provide it to those electron, that it will be decided by in which layer electron in the valency band you wanted to shift it to which layer in the conduction band. Even conduction band is also having the layer. Just check it out here. Number of layers are there in the conduction band. Even in the valence band is also number of layers are there. Out of this many layers, which layer electron you wanted to shifting from valency band to conduction band? Based on that electron or the distance between the valency band to the required position, that much energy we needed to provide it to that particular electron to shifting to the particular location. That information we are going to get from these two lines, red color line as well as the blue color line. The red color line having a less distance and the blue color line having the largest distance, means I wanted to shifting this particular electron to this particular position in the conduction band. I wanted to apply this much of an energy, this much of an energy. For example, if you have taken a silicon for our discussion, I mean this distance in the silicon, it will be 1.2 electron volt. 1.2 electron volt, correct? So you wanted to shifting this particular electron to this particular position. Obviously you needed to provide the energy more than that, behind that 1.2, let us take, so probably this distance it will be very high, right? If you have provided 1.4 electron volt of an energy to this particular electron, then only this electron it will be moving to this particular position in such a way that I am going to provide the different value of an temperature for shifting the valency band electron to the conduction band. Anyway, it may be any one of the layer of the electron, it will be shifting from valence band to conduction band. That many vacancy it will be created in the valency band itself. This combination only we are called as an electron hole pair. This combination only we are called as an electron hole pair. Okay. Actually, my next question is, okay, this process only we are called as an electron hole pair. My next question, what is the necessity for shifting the electron from valence band to conduction band? In a semiconductor, okay, in a semiconductor, what is the necessity? One thing we got to know that already, one thing we was already studied in the initial class itself. In the semiconductor, when T will be equal to 0 Kelvin, when T will be equal to 0 Kelvin, it will be act like an insulator. It will be act like an insulator. When T will be equal to 300 Kelvin or more than that, 300 Kelvin or more than that, in that particular situation only your semiconducting, okay, or silicon, it will be behave like an conductor. It will be behave like an conductor. Okay, what is the meaning of that? From this definition, we got to know that when the valence band electron it will be shifted to the conduction band, then only the current it will be existing in that particular devices. Okay, that information we got from that prerequisite concept or prerequisite definition. My question is, what is the necessity? What is the reason? What is the reason for that? What is the reason behind that? When the electron it will be exciting in the valency band and it will be moved to the conduction band, how it will be current it will be constituted in that semiconductor device? Anyone, will you tell me the answer for this? Actually, yesterday somebody asking the same question, I think, I hope. Even yesterday I given a int, but not exactly the 100% answer. Actually, I have given the int to that. Now, at least can you tell me what is the reason behind that? If you want, even I will share that graph also. Now you can go through this graph and can you tell me? This graph is visible to everyone? This is E, energy of the electron. This is K, moment of an electron. This is Kj. This is minus Kj. This is J electron. This is J dash electron. You people will be able to see this diagram and notations what I have used. It is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now tell me, what is the necessity for removing an electron from the valency band. Removing an electron from the valency band. Already we know the answer. If you remove the electron, then only the current it will be constituted in the semiconductor. That statement is correct, but can you elaborate?
Make it conductors.
It make it conductor. Exactly, your answer is right. I required the little elaborated
current.
explanation. Yes, your answer is correct. Conductor
In
means it will be
valency band.
Yeah, tell me.
In valency band, the electron can't move from one atom to another atom.
Okay.
So it is essential to make that electron move from valency band to conduction band, where the electron can move from one atom to another atom, conducting current throughout the material.
Okay, your answer is around 50. Your answer is around 50% is right. I will give a little clarity into your answer. In the valency band, the electron. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. In a electron, in the valency band, it will be shifting from one silicon atom to another silicon atom. Actually, you told the electron is not shifting from one atom to another atom in the valency band, right? No, that is wrong. Actually, that statement is wrong. Okay, so for the valency stabilization work, obviously those electrons are present in the valence shell. Even any one of the electron, it will be shifting to the next valency shell of the neighbor silicon atom. Then only valency stabilization it will be happen. What is meant by valency stabilization? Will you understand the concept? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this diagram we was using for explaining the valency stabilization. Now just check it out. The middle one is the silicon, the top one, bottom one, left one, right one. All are silicon atoms only. Okay, so now in this silicon atom, which electron having an additional energy out of 4, which electron having an additional energy, that electron while rotating around the same axis, automatically it will be shifted to the neighbor valence shell of the neighbor silicon atom. The same way, even this silicon, even this silicon, even this silicon. Now just check it out. This silicon, it will be sharing one electron with the centered one. The right one is also sharing one electron with the center one. Left one and bottom one is also sharing one electron with the center one. Initially, the center one silicon atom consisting of an 4 valence electron. The left, right, top, bottom silicon atom sharing a 1 electron. Totally the center silicon atom consisting of an 8 valence electron in the outermost shell. Once the silicon, it will become an 8 valence electron in the outermost shell. That process only we are called as an valency stabilization. Valency stabilization. This valency stabilization, it will be happen at T will be equal to 0 degree Kelvin. Please don't forget this concept. We are using repeatedly in the second chapter also, in the third chapter also. Okay, the first module is completely a fundamental for understanding the second, third, fourth, fifth and all. Please don't forget the entire first module concept. So only I am going very slowly. Be pakka with the topics. Okay, so this process only we are called as an valency stabilization work in the silicon atom. Okay, so here also the electron, it will be moving to the please.
Sir, ಅದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಏನಮ್ಮ? Covalent bond. Sharing of an electron, it will be forming the covalent bond.
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಏನಮ್ಮ?
ಅದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್.
Yeah, that only I am telling. Initially, okay, I will explain.
ಅದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? ವೇಲೆನ್ಸಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ವೇಲೆನ್ಸಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ.
This is the outermost layer I have taken. Okay, silicon totally consisting of an 3 orbit. First orbit, second orbit, third orbit. First orbit consisting of an 2 electron. The second orbit consisting of an 8 electron. The outermost orbit consisting of an totally 4 electrons. Totally 14 electrons are there in the silicon. Okay, I am not taken the first orbital electron, second orbital electron, because of those two orbital electrons are very closely bounded to the nucleus. You got the point? Those electrons are very closely bounded to the nucleus. I am taken only the outermost layer. What are the electron? It will be present in the valency shell. Correct. So if you provide little bit of an energy to this electrons, or out of 4 valency electron, which electron having the little bit of an higher energy, that particular electron, it will be coming out of that particular orbit. Easily it will be coming out of that particular orbit, or at the same time that particular electron, it will be share a 1 or 2 electron with the neighbor atom also, with the 1 or 2 electron with the neighbor atom also. Just we go for the definition as well as the example of the covalent bonding. Covalent bonding, just check it out here. This hydrogen atom sharing a 1 electron with the neighbor. The same way this one is also sharing 1 electron with the neighbor. Just check it out, the carbon dioxide example. This oxygen, it will be sharing 2 electron with the carbon. Even the left side of the oxygen is also sharing a 2 electron with the carbon, in such a way that this elements is going to make the valency stabilization, involving in the valency stabilization work. Correct? The same process it will be happen in the silicon also. At 0 degree Kelvin, just check it out, 1 electron, the right side of the 1 electron, it will be sharing 1 electron with the centered one, top one, left one, and bottom one, sharing a 1 electron. Totally it will become an 8. Totally it will become an 8, in such a way that valency stabilization it will be happen. Valency stabilization it will be happen. Only valency stabilization. There is no conduction at 0 degree Kelvin. Okay. So when you are changing the temperature from 0 degree Kelvin to 300 degree Kelvin, then only what are the electron it will be there in the valency band. Few electron it will be get the additional kinetic energy. Those electron now it will be moving or removing. You can use the word removing the electron from the valency band. The removed electron finally it will move to the conduction band. How many electron we are going to remove from the valency band, that many vacancy it will be created in the valency band. Okay, so this process only we are called as an electron hole pair. Okay, why? When the electron it will be moving from valency band to conduction, then only your semiconducting material it will be act like an conductor. Your answer is fine. It will be constitute a current or conduct a current. Your answer is correct. But my question is, if we didn't remove an electron from the valency band, why the current it will become 0? Can you tell me the reason for that? If you remove, current will be existing, correct? So in the valency band, due to hole, current it will be existing. In the conduction band, due to free electron, the current it will be created. Okay, that is fine. My question, if you didn't remove an electron from the valency band, why your current density will be 0? You understand my point?
Satisfy Pauli's principle.
Yes, exactly. According to the Pauli exclusion principle, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಎರಡೇ ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Correct? So in the valency band, n number of an atoms are there, n number of an electrons are there. Okay, out of n electrons, I have taken only 2. I have taken only 2 electron here. Correct? So that 2 electron I have designated as jth electron and j dash electron. Jth electron and j dash electron. Okay. So the jth electron momentum I have represented with kj. K dash electron momentum I have represented with the minus kj. Okay. So obviously in the valence band, the electrons are moving, or simply it will be in the stationary form. It will be simply staying in a particular immobile electron, as like an immobile electron, or it will be moving. Electron in the valence band, it is in the state of immobile or mobile.
Mobile.
It will be mobile, it will be moving. Correct? That only I am trying to explain. At 0 degree Kelvin itself, the valence electrons having the energy. That energy it is utilizing for simply roaming in the same orbit, or it will be using for the valency stabilization work. Valency stabilization work or simply roaming in the same axis. Obviously, that electron required energy, right? Correct? So due to that energy, that electron, it will be moving. But as per your Pauli exclusion principle, the two electron, it will be moving in the opposite direction. Okay. So based on that principle, I have put a notations here. What the jth electron, it will be moving, that velocity we are treated as an Vj. That velocity we treated as an Vj. And what the electron J dash, it will be moving, that velocity we are treated as an minus Vj. Yakendre, this two electron, it will be moving in the opposite direction means any one of the electron, it will be moving in the positive direction, and the another electron, it will be moving in the negative direction. So hence I have taken the jth electron velocity, it will be plus Vj, J dash electron velocity, it will be minus Vj. Okay, so now I want to calculate the total net charge or net velocity of the electrons present in the valency band. What is the answer? What is the answer? Net velocity. Net velocity of the electron present in the valency band.
0.
It will be 0. The answer is very simple. Correct, it will be equal to 0 because of, as per your Pauli exclusion principle, the two electron, it will be moving in the opposite direction. Plus Vj and minus Vj, it get cancelled, and finally you will get 0. Correct. So the same way, what is the net charge? What is the net charge? Just check it out. For representing that way,
Yes.
I have put in one formula here. Hello.
Zero.
Yeah, for understanding that only, I have put in one mathematical formula here. J will be equal to minus Q times of summation of I to N Vj, it will be equal to 0. What this summation, it will be represent? That summation limit, it will be vary from I to N. What is the meaning of this summation? What is the meaning of this summation? Mukesh? Mukesh, are you there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, Mukesh, what is the meaning of this equation? What this equation represents?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳಿ.
Summation of velocity of all the electrons.
Yes, all the electron in the valency band. All the electrons
sir.
in the valency band multiplied with their
Summation
charge
of velocity of all the electrons.
present in the valency band. Exactly, correct. Multiplied by the charge
Velocity.
of that electron. It will be gives the current density. That current density we have designated as an J. Current density we have designated as an J. J will be equal to 0. J will be equal to 0. Correct. So current, it will be equal to 0 means what? That particular material, it not act like an conductor. Okay, it not act like an conductor. For making into an conductor, we have only one options. We have to change the temperature. When we are going to change the temperature, few electron, it will be get excited. That excited electron, it will be shifting from valence band to conduction band. Or simply we can say that if you are going to remove a few or one electron from the valency band, what it will be happen? At least in that particular point of time, it will be constitute a current, or it will be act like a conductor. That we will check along with the mathematical module. Okay, so this first equations, it will be represent the current density in the valency band at T will be equal to 0. Even J is also will be equal to 0. Okay, so now coming to the second equation. Now coming to the second equation. Here what I have done it here, I mean, what the jth electron we have taken here for our explanation purpose, that jth electron I have removed from the valency band. The jth electron I have removed from the valency band. Jth electron I have removed from the valency band ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು modify ಮಾಡಬೇಕು for calculating the current density? Anyone? Now totally you have a 10 electrons in the valency band. Out of 10 electron, I have removed a 1 electron. If I ask what is the total number of electrons are present in the valency band, means which formula you are going to use? Total number of electron, it will be equal to 100 minus 1, it will be equal to 99, right? The simple formula, correct? The same way. Initially, the current density, it will be equal to this thing. When I remove a 1 electron from the valency band, that is jth electron. When I am removing a jth electron from the valency band, the same equation will become this equation minus of charge and velocity of the jth electron. Minus of charge and velocity of the jth electron. Just check it out, the second equation, what I have written here. J, it will be equal to minus Q times of summation of I to N Vj minus of minus. Why I am using a minus sign here? At least tell me, what is the reason for that? Minus sign. In this equation,
Yeah,
minus
removing.
sign. Removing.
Removing,
Yes.
sir.
Removed.
Removed. Exactly. Your answer is correct. Out of
Removed.
some. Correct. Out of n electron, I have removing a 1 electron. Removing means I needed to subtract it. How many electron you wanted to remove from the valency band? So hence minus of this much electron I have removed. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, so now anyway we are aware that when t will be equal to 0, at the same time when we are not removing any one of the electron in the valency band, any one of the electron in the valency band, what about the current density? Current density, it will be equal to 0. Hence, in the equation number 2, the first term directly can be written as 0. Directly can be written as 0. Pariboda? Can we write the first term, it will be equal to 0? Okay, so when the first term it will be equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when the first term it will be become 0, the second equation will become j, it will be equal to minus into minus, it will become plus.
Plus.
Minus into minus, it will become plus q times of Vj. Plus q times of Vj means what you are going to get from this this second equation. If you remove a 1 electron, just check it out, minus into minus plus q times of Vj. One positive charge it will be created. Using this equation, we are treated that vacancy is a positive charge carrier. That vacancy is a positive charge carrier. In the valency band, the current it will be constituted due to electron or hole. Due to electron or hole. In the valency band, I am speaking.
Electron.
I will repeat my question once again. In the valency band, the current it will be constituted due to electron or hole.
Hole, ma'am. Hole, sir.
It's hole,
Hole, sir.
right? Because of you are removing a 1 electron. If you are removing a 1 electron, one vacancy it will be created. How the vacancy you are treated as a positive charge carrier? Using the second equation. Using the second equation, minus into minus, it will become plus q times of Vj. Plus q minus q, what is the difference? Plus q minus q. Minus q is charge of the electron, plus q means charge of the hole, that's all. Vj, that particular hole or electron velocity. Hole or electron velocity. Okay, so due to hole, we can calculate the current or current density in the valency band. If it is a only few electron, it is an current. If you are removing a more than number of an electron from the valence band, it will become current density. It will become current density. I think you people are very much aware about these two expression because of you are already studied in the physics and all, physics, basic electrical and all. Okay. So now due to hole, the current it will be constituted in the conduction band. The same way, due to electron, the current it will be constituted in the conduction band. Due to electron, current it will be constituted in the conduction band. Okay, you got my point? You people got my point, or still you have any doubt?
Sir,
Yeah, please.
sir,
Yeah, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
sir, one doubt.
ಹೇಳಿ.
Hello, sir.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ.
J ಅಂದ್ರೆ
Current density.
J ಅಂದ್ರೆ sir?
J stand for
Sir,
current
voice delay
density.
ಐತೆ. J ಅಂದ್ರೆ sir?
Current density. It's audible? What about others? My voice is audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, J stand for current density. Q charge of the carrier. N number of an atom, N number of an electron. Vj velocity of that particular electron. It is clear? Okay. So, okay, no problem. If you didn't understand this particular concept, no problem. Forget about this. Okay. I will give you one small example for a better understanding of how the electron and hole pair it will be initiated in the silicon semiconductor. Okay. Okay. My voice is audible to everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Take a two water bottle. One water bottle is completely empty. The second water bottle completely filled with the water. Completely filled with the water. Okay. Take a two water bottle. One is empty water bottle. The second one is completely filled water bottle. Completely filled up to neck. Okay. So now my simple question, if you, close the what cap of that water bottles. Okay. Which water bottle you was filled. Okay. So now if you tilt this two water bottle, okay, this two water bottle, there is any losses? Empty one? Obviously it's no. Obviously it is no, because of it, this is completely empty. If you tilt or if you keep vertically, there is nothing we are going to lose. Correct? So anyway, for the filled water bottle, anyway you tight with the cap. Correct? If you tilt also, nothing will be wasted. So this two, why I have taken means, initially your valence band completely filled. Okay. Conduction band is completely empty. Okay. Conduction band I am relating with the empty water bottle. Valence band I am relating with the completely filled water bottle. Okay. So initially when you are putting the cap, if you tilt both the water bottle, there is no losses. Means what? There is no losses means what? At T will be equal to 0. I am not giving any additional energy to the valence band electron to create an hole anta artha. Okay. So now what you people are going to do, which filled water bottle is there with you, that from that water bottle you start pouring a water to the empty water bottle. Start pouring water to the empty water bottle. Correct? So now what it will be happen? When the water droplet, it will be start flowing from filled water bottle to empty water bottle. Filled water bottle to empty water bottle. Correct? So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಇಂದ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಂಟಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Correct? The same way in the filled water bottle, when you start pouring a water droplet to the empty water bottle, I hope you people already observed this experiment. Okay, while drinking the water or something like that, the water bubble, it will be start or it will be start moving towards the upward direction, in the filled water bottle, upward direction in the filled water bottle. Okay, now when the water droplet, it will be coming out of the filled water bottle, that many numbers of and bubbles, it will be start moving towards the upward direction in the filled water bottle. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋನ ನೀವು ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ? ಒಂದು ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಇಂದ ನೀರನ್ನ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸುರಿಯೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ತಾನೆ?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this simple example we can take for better understanding of how the hole and electron it will be created. How the hole and electron it will be created. Correct? So at the same time, with the help of the same example, one thing we got to know that when you are applying a electric field, it may be electron agirbodu, hole agirbodu. Correct? When you are applying a electric field, correct, the electron it will be moving in the opposite direction to applied electric field. The electron it will be moving opposite direction to the applied electric field, but hole it will be moving in the same path. The hole it will be moving in the same path. At the same time, already you people are aware, always we are going to take the conventional current direction opposite to the electron movement, but hole in the whole concept, where the hole it will be moving in the same direction, we are going to take the conventional current direction. I am right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, even this two comparison also we can observe from that what the bubble it will be created when you start pouring some water to the empty water bottle. Correct? So from that concept we got to know that always the electron will be moving in the opposite direction to the applied electric field, but hole it will be moving in the same direction to the applied electric field. This comparison also. Okay, so hence for creating the hole current as well as the electron current, it is a necessity to remove some of the electron from the valency band. That is the reason why we have to give a more ignited temperature to an electron, to the valency electron, for crossing that energy gap barrier. Okay, so this is the simple answer. At the same time, one more concept is there, the last concept. Correct? So in the whole electron and hole concept itself, now anyone can you tell me what the information you will get from this graph? At least now using what are the informations up to till now I have provided to you with respect to electron and hole, using those concepts, will you explain what this picture speaks? What this picture speak? This, I mean, this line is there, no? First of all, will you tell me why I have drawn this line like this? This is valency band, this is conduction band. In between these two bands we have a energy gap. That gap only we are called as an forbidden band. This is forbidden band, the lower one is the valency band, the top one is the conduction band. Now will you tell me what I am trying to say from this diagram? Anyone? Diksha, are you there? Diksha? Okay, Kavya HS? Kavya HS? Kavya HS, will you explain this graph? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನ explain ಮಾಡಿ. I will explain further, no problem. This is not your examination viva. Anyone else? Nitin Jain? Anand? Anand, are you there? Okay. Aishwarya? Aishwarya, are you there in the class? Yeah, tell me,
Hello.
Aishwarya. Yeah, tell me, Aishwarya.
Sir, in this diagram, in valence band, electron is moving from valence band to conduction band. So hole's direction is there, sir.
Okay. Hole's direction also I
Next,
have provided. Electron direction also I have provided in the conduction band. Okay.
yes, sir.
From this
Then,
direction, what you got to
when
know
the
that?
electron is moving, holes are created.
Okay.
Next, when electron is moving from valence band to conduction band, electron energy is in conduction band. Again, electron is come back to the original place.
Okay. Along with that, how the electron energy it will be increasing, and how the hole energy it will be initiating, both are same. Electron
Yes,
energy
sir.
and hole's energy direction both are same.
No, sir.
No,
No,
because
sir,
of
but
the
in opposite direction.
yeah, it will be in opposite direction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. From this graph, one thing mainly we got to know that the electron energy always it will be keep on increasing when the electron it will be moving upward direction. It will be moving upward direction. But hole's energy it will be start moving when the hole it will be start towards the downward direction. Yeah. So at the same time, we can say one thing here. What are the electrons are present in the bottom layer of the conduction band? Bottom layer of the conduction band. They have the potential, but kinetic energy will be zero. They have the potential, but kinetic energy will be zero. The same way, what are the holes are present in the top layer of the valence band? What are the holes are present in the top layer of the valence band? Even that holes having some potential, but kinetic energy will be zero. But kinetic energy will be zero. You got my point? You people got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you just check it out. Along with that, okay, initially just have a look of this diagram, the top upper diagram. Initially, the electron was there in the location A. Initially, the electron having it will be there in the location A. When increasing the temperature, when it get the additional kinetic energy, it will be start moving. It will be start moving horizontally. It will be start moving horizontally. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Scattering effect. Scattering effect. Due to scattering effect, which electron it will be start moving from point A to position KB. Position KB. Due to the scattering effect, this electron it will be loses its energy in the form of heat. In the form of heat. Okay. And finally it will be dropped to the point B. It will be dropped to the point B. From this discussion, we got to know that the bottom layer of the conduction electrons, it having some potential, but kinetic energy will be zero. But kinetic energy will be zero. Okay. So in such a way that we are going to decide how the electron and hole energy it will be initiated, and when the electron or hole it will be moving horizontally, how it's going to loses its energy. Correct. So this all the information we can gathering from, we can recollect from this particular graph. Okay. diagram. Okay, so this is all about your electron and holes. This is all about your electron and hole. In your main examination, this question they may ask for 8 to 10 marks. 8 to 10 marks. Okay, so you people have any doubt in this in the electron and hole concept?
No, sir.
Okay, if you have any doubt,